Hello, I'm Mike Montgomery. I'm the founder of Dogwood Pass, a little Wild West town that I built here on my backyard on my farm. Built it here on the farm that I grew up on. That's kind of started out as a hobby and turned into a complete Old West town. So hopefully you guys can walk around with us and enjoy some of the scenery, and we'll fill you in on what's going on. Here we are at the Dogwood Bank. It's a little one-room bank. Contrary to popular belief, banks in the old mining towns were not big. Of course, they were made out of stone or brick, but this one's made out of wood, and they were not very big. They're big enough to hold the safe, the vault, or whatever, and they were only open maybe 1 or 2 hours a day. Inside the bank here, we have an old 1886 safe. We still have the combination to it. During the weekends, my guys get together and they try to rob it. We do the Wild West shows and stuff on Saturdays and Sundays throughout the summer, but this is kind of what my version of an Old West bank would look like. All right, guys, we're inside of the Dogwood Saloon. This is the original building that I built. It was always a dream of mine as a kid to have an Old West saloon built on my horse trail. The town is built on an old horse trail where I grew up at. It came up through the dogwoods, a little path going through the dogwood, and that's why we call it Dogwood Pass. But this for years was just my man cave / family gathering and things like that. Now it's open to the public on weekends and stuff. We do root beer floats and things like that. And I still use it for my personal use, you know, to play cards and stuff like that in. But this was where it all started at. And then the rest of the town sprouted up from here. Those old photos right there of Abraham Lincoln and George Washington came out of an old 1800s house found in an attic. The guy was a realtor I know that used to be a reenactor. He came down and he asked me if I was interested in him. He found him in an old 1880s house in Cincinnati. So we don't know how old they are. Again, we're here at the Dogwood Jail. I built this for the second building, like I said, right after the saloon, because I thought my buddies would need a place to stay, so no better place to stay for them than in a jail. But during the shows and stuff, we have jail breaks. We have a sheriff and a deputy and stuff, and well, they can probably even arrest you if you come up there and get in the way, I reckon. So, but this is kind of what we thought it might have looked like back then. This is the old mercantile. This is one of the many buildings we have here at Dogwood Pass, but this one here, you step back in this thing and you think you step back in time. You know, it's back then you come in and buy you a pound of coffee, pound of sugar, whatever farm tool you might need, hardware store, grocery store, anything you could think of. So, but as you look around, you'll see a lot of antiques, a lot of original pieces. It's worth to stop in and look at, but it's a pretty popular building. And guys, this here's kind of a new addition, not a real new addition, but the Roy Rogers Memories Museum. Everybody knows that Roy Rogers, most people should know that about 30 miles southwest of here, Roy Rogers grew up down near Portsmouth, Ohio. And we have a lot of memorabilia from his movie career. We have local donations. People have things on display. Roy Rogers' daughter, Dodie, has brought a lot of stuff here, as you'll see when we walk inside, some stuff that nobody else has seen or ever been on display because it's her personal, you know, some of her personal things from her mommy and daddy's career. As you can see, folks, inside here we have a little bit of everything. Right down to on the wall over here we have Roy Rogers' birth certificate and things like that. His boots, some of his boots, hat and clothing. We have Dale Evans' dress that she wore in a TV show back here. The movie posters on the back wall, they are original, they're not reproduction. So there's a lot of stuff in here that you can see. The cabinets are full of the Roy Rogers toys and replica guns, photos and memorabilia of, you know, a photo of his homestead where he grew up. But if you're an old Western fan, guys, you might want to come and check this out.
Mm-hmm.